Marcus Aurelius Meditations, Episode 4. Epsilon, parra tu tropheos, ta meta prasienos, meta benetianos, meta palmularios, scutarios genesthai. Kai ta ferepanon, kai oligo dees, kai ta auturgikon, kai apolupragmon, kai ta dus prosdecton diaboles. He continues now and says, here under epsilon, from to tropheos, my nurse. This is a tropheos, masculine singular. Epsilon, third declension. Tropheos, this is a governor or someone who would look after. This was a male servant who would look after a young man like Marcus Aurelius. The masculine form of trophos, which is a nurse, he trophos. And from my governor I learned, or I received, perhaps the aorist of the verb dechomai, to receive, maybe the aorist of the verb mon thano, which is to learn, so edexamen or emathon, respectively. I learned tomete, and with ta we have genesthai, the articular infinitive. Here are the objects of the things that he received or learned. Genesthai is an aorist infinitive from gignomai. The third principal part of gignomai is egenomen. It's a deponent verb, so this form is middle, genesthai. We take off the augment and we add the ending to the stem. So to the stem egenomen, there with the augment, we add esthai, and this gives us the aorist middle infinitive, genesthai. So I learned not to be prasienos. This means a member of the Green Party. These were sports teams. Nor to be a member of the Blue, benetianos. Nor to be a supporter, a partisan of the palmularios. That means a partisan of those who carried the parma. A parma is a small shield like the one that this gentleman is carrying. So a supporter of that particular faction in the gladiatorial combat in the games was called a parmularios. And his governor, his tropheos, taught him, don't be a partisan, don't be a fanatic for the green team, don't be a fanatic of the blue team, don't be a fanatic of the parmularii, or don't be one for the scutarios. A scutum was a larger shield, and a scutarios, then, is a supporter of that group of athletes, gladiatorial athletes in the arena who would carry a scutum, and they were called scutarii. Given where I reside, I should probably say something about the green team and something about the blue team, but I won't. Why demean philosophy in that way? And, to tropheos, from my governor, I also learned ta ferepanon. Ferepanon means to endure or bear labor. Phero is to carry, and ponos is labor. So endurance of hard labor. And I learned oligo dees, which means wanting or needing little. Dees is related to the verb deomai, which means to ask for or to need, and oligos means few or little. So I learned to need very little. And I learned ta auturgikon, which means working with one's hands. Autos means self, and urgikos is from the noun ergon, ta ergon, which means a task or a job, so working on one's own. And I learned apolupragmon. The a here is privative. Polupragmon means to have much business. So apolupragmon means, or is usually understood, this is what the LSJ says, not meddlesome. The LSJ is the Liddell, Scott, and Jones Greek-English lexicon. And finally, I learned the not receiving, so dus, disinclined to, prosdecton, disinclined to receive, slander, diaboles. This word diaboles, or slander, is dia and balo, to throw something at a person, and thus slander. It is also the origin of the English word devil, because it comes through Latin as diabolus, and then in Spanish as diablo, and into English as devil.